Corruption and mismanagement have been cited as the major problems facing ESKOM, but one of the most famous townships, Soweto, has been named as the biggest debtor to ESKOM. Illegal connections and non-payment have cost the power supplier millions of dollars. Another side of Soweto, though, is functioning well and doesn't look trouble at all, especially on this street, the only one in the world that had two Nobel laureates as residents, Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu. And this is also where journalist Lerato Manzi was born and bred. Soweto's debt has troubled her, and she says there are many layers that complicate Soweto's debt issue, among them migrants who live in precarious conditions.
I mean, we do accept that there are a lot of migrants in many areas of Soweto. However, they are also part of the problem of illegal connections, because you'll have Mama who has shacks in her yard, and with that there'll be illegal connections because she gets rent, right? But there will be illegal connections, you know, connected to her house. But nonetheless, that is not the only problem. We also, as Soweto dwellers, we need to take responsibility of our actions. We really need to stand up and say, look, this is too much. Unfortunately, this is bad publicity for Soweto also. We need to take responsibility and pay and be responsible citizens.
Many argue that the ANC government and its promise for free housing and electricity has made people complacent when it comes to paying for services. But Lerato says it will take the young generation to instill a culture of meeting financial obligations to help the economy grow.
As a young professional from Soweto, I'd really like to urge my peers, you know, to actually spearhead this calling to get our members to start paying for the debt, because it does not only affect us in Soweto, it affects everyone around the country. Load shedding has affected everybody. Everybody has been complaining about load shedding. So if we do not take that responsibility as young professionals, nobody else will. We need to pay the debt. We need to pay and be responsible.
This is probably the most famous street in the world, and Soweto is happy to associate itself with this street, Vilakazi Street, you see behind me. But now Soweto is also carrying a lot of shame because of the debt it has incurred, and now it's putting pressure on the economy of the whole country through the power utility ESKOM. I'm Matiwa Mahlachi, Soweto, South Africa.